Panchatantra, the stories of Mitra Bedha. The conversation between Karataka and Damanaka on value of duty and service and more. After telling the story of the meddling monkey, Karataka said, "Well, you now see why I don't advocate your meddling in this matter. My dear fellow, even though unemployed, we are getting on fairly well by eating the leavings from our master's table. Why solicit an untimely end by an uncalled for meddling?" "Dear brother," said Damanaka, "a person will never achieve greatness if they only care about their own interests and the satisfaction of their basic needs. Just taking care of ourselves will not lead to a fulfilling life. Even crows can find food to satisfy their hunger. The true value of life comes from serving others, including friends, teachers, servants, and those in need. A dog may be content with a bone, but that does not make it admirable. An elephant, on the other hand, has self-respect and will not eat just anything. The lion will only kill the royal elephant, even though it could easily defeat a jackal. This is the natural order of things. People who lack distinction between right and wrong, and who do not strive to improve themselves through religion, are no different from beasts. They may work hard to survive, but they are like cattle plowing barren land. Without ideals, we are nothing more than man-beasts." "But," said Karataka, "what is our duty in this situation? You know that we are not employed directly by the lion." "My dear friend," replied Damanaka, "employment may come and go, but our duty remains. The worthy will always find work, while the unworthy will lose their jobs. In the end, our honor or disgrace is determined by our own actions. It takes great effort to carry a stone uphill, but it takes no effort at all to roll it downhill. Similarly, it takes effort to become a person of character and merit, but no effort to become a cad or scoundrel who only cares about their own needs." "So, what are you trying to say?" asked Karataka. "What do you want to ask our master, the lion?" "You see," said Damanaka, "our master is clearly frightened by something he saw or heard, and all of the other animals are also scared because they see him scared. Our master is in a difficult situation and does not know what to do." "How do you know he is frightened?" asked Karataka. "It is obvious," replied Damanaka. "Less intelligent animals like oxen, horses, buffalo, and elephants need to be told what to do, but wise people like us can infer things from features, gestures, body language, changes in expression, and the look in someone's eye. From the lion's countenance, I can tell that he is greatly frightened." "But it will be very difficult for you to tell the lion that he is frightened," said Karataka. "The risk is too great. You should drop it." "No risk is too great for the brave, no journey too long for the enterprising, and no country foreign to the wise," said Damanaka. "No man, however strong, is immune to flattery." "That is true," said Karataka, "but how will you create the opportunity to ask your question? You know that asking a question at the wrong time can lead to disaster." "I am aware of that," said Damanaka. "Even the wisest person will fail to persuade if they speak at an inappropriate time, and they will only earn rebuke. Never interrupt the king when he is meditating, making love, sleeping, shaving, or eating. Choose the right moment. Behave humbly, speak agreeably, and cater to the king's mood and desires, and everything will be fine. It is the duty of a loyal subject to offer advice to the king, even if they are not asked. Additionally, people can win the king's favor by standing near him, as kings, vines, and women tend to cling to those closest to them. A servant who follows their master closely can quickly learn their ways and gain control over them. The brave, the learned, and those with authority are the only ones who can easily master wealth. It is no use serving the general public. No one can reap a harvest by plowing sand. Serve a king of merit, and you will soon see the rewards. Be deferential not only to the king, but also to the queen mother, the ministers, the king's chaplain, the chamberlain, the gatekeeper, and the bodyguard, and everything will be well. The surest way to win the king's favor is to be in the forefront of the battle against his enemies, or to always be with him in the palace, catering to his whims and caprices. Flatter the king according to his mood, make timely gifts to him and his entourage, and you will never regret it. Never speak in a way that challenges the king, never laugh at a joke at his expense, never look at the queen or a woman the king fancies, and never boast of your services, and you will be loved by the king." "Well," said Karataka, "how will you proceed?" "I will ask a question about his return from the river without drinking water," replied Damanaka. "He will answer, and the conversation will proceed naturally, just like a seed planted in fertile soil grows." "How can you speak unbidden about his fear?" asked Karataka. That is exactly where a true servant of the king differs from a flatterer and courtier, said Damanaka. But kings are like snakes, said Karataka. No one knows what they are thinking, and they can strike unexpectedly. Kings, rivers, women, and soldiers are all unpredictable. That is true, said Damanakar, but a wise man can understand the mind of their subject and act accordingly, using clever words to achieve their goals. Additionally, a king's mind is often blank, like a white cloth that easily absorbs dye. They are receptive to wise advice. However, we cannot expect too much. Even the grandest moonlight cannot compare to the whiteness of the snow on the Himalayan slopes. Well, said Karataka, since you have made up your mind, go and good luck to you. But be very careful, for our fortunes depend on your success or failure. With that, Damanaka bowed to his elder brother and went to meet Pingalaka. The story continues in the next video. Key takeaways from the conversation are: caring only about one's own interests and needs will not lead to a fulfilling life. True value comes from serving others, including friends, teachers, servants, and those in need. It takes effort to become a person of character and merit, but no effort to become a cad or scoundrel who only cares about their own needs. It is the duty of a loyal subject to offer advice to their king, even if they are not asked. Wise people can infer things from features, gestures, body language, and other nonverbal cues. It is important to choose the right moment to speak and to behave humbly and agreeably when interacting with others, especially those in positions of authority. Flattery and deference can win favor with a king, but it is also important to be brave and to serve a king of merit. It is dangerous to ask a question at the wrong time and to interrupt a king while they are engaged in certain activities. Stay tuned for more.